Okay, hello. I am here again to continue development of the VisiData plugin that I am working on to do audio editing. I'm here with my friend Wombat, who is listening patiently. Yeah, hello. And he's just perched there on the microphone. Okay, so I haven't done any work on the code since yesterday, since the last live stream. I'm trying this experiment to see if this can be somewhat motivating for me to compress my actual coding time into live streaming. But I'm doing everything else outside of the live stream, the research and the preparing, as I call it. And so I came up with things I want to do today. And so one of them, the first one here, is to save a transcript, the top order of business. The main output that I want, the main input is audio and the transcript, and the main output is literal transcript that can be read by people on the website, for instance, and as markdown, in markdown format. So let's try doing that, and if I assume that I'll go pretty quickly to have a basic thing anyway. And then the next part is to do playback movement, which flows naturally from what we had going yesterday. And from there, we'll see what I feel like doing. So let's try this. So first of all, we're going to save a transcript. This transcript, even. I did commit the code yesterday. That was one thing that I did outside of the live stream. It feels like it's maintenance or admin kind of stuff. Anyway, so here we are. I'm going to make a saver for this. I believe that on a VisiData plugin, I can make a saver. Actually, wait a second. I can make a saver that's on VisiData. Let me look at this quick rec here for all the savers. I think that here we go. So they're all on VisiData. Is there one that's on a sheet? So the idea is that a saver can take multiple sheets and save them. Because some formats you can save multiple sheets in, like SQLite, for instance, is a good example. Something like CSV you can't, but it just takes a single sheet. But are there any that are on the sheet itself for specialized saving? I don't think so. I think that if so I may have to be clever here and figure out how I'm going to save this file. I think it's going to be my own little TMD format or something, maybe. Okay, let's just start. It does have to be, at least it seems like, on VisiData for the moment. So save, let's call this save transcript. It's loaded as a transcript, so saving it as well, we save it as JSON, and we're saving it as a transcript. It's gonna be a markdown file. Let's just call it X script for the moment, or XMD. I'm just gonna do this for the moment, just to get it going. I can figure out the right way to do this in a little bit. Because actually, I'm only gonna take a single sheet for the moment, and we're gonna verify that the type of the sheet is this podcast editing sheet for the moment. Oh, it probably is more than just for the moment. Okay, so we're going to start. We're just going to go through every line. We go here and look at it again. And we're just going to make it be a speaker. So it's for row and sheet.rows. We're just going to output, we're going to open it. Open text. I think this is how I do it. That's the source. No, it's about savers here. open mode and stuff. And honestly, I shouldn't even need to. The encoding should just be UTF-8, but that's fine. That's what it usually is most of the time. But we're going to go to every row. We're going to do a write. And we're just going to say the speaker is. No, that's a problem. I can't do that. Okay, so speaker colon and then it's not the word. Let's call it the word. It's called word. You know what? I'm not gonna call it word. I'm gonna call it text. The word thing here. No, I don't know. Let's find out how this goes. So, I want to put a timestamp in here for people. So this is going to be start. Row.start, row.speaker, row.word. Okay, I'll just change this here. Let's call it word. Okay, but this, how I want to put a new line on there. And this, though, might just do it. If I'm going to save it as an XMD file, that might be it. So let's actually do this. We're going to load it up, and then we're going to save this as test.xmd. Right. Save it as text MD. Great. Okay, so that's about it. I might want to put a space between them, maybe 2 new lines. Yeah, I kind of want to do 2 new lines here. Otherwise, that seems legit. Although, we're going to make this be 0.1. So let's go back here. Try saving it again. Okay. Adequate. Okay. Item 1 is that. Now, of course, that's not super useful because it's just setting each word on its own thing. What I do want to do is combine sections. Basically, the idea is that I want everything by speaker 1 until there's a speaker 2, or speaker 0, I guess. In this case, to be on one line. That's very interesting. Why is yet speaker 0? Well, I'm not going to worry about the actual. Oh, this is actually the number, the one after it. Interesting. That's fine. Yeah. Seems like the one before. No. Okay, so it's just kind of sporadic. It's ad hoc. When the transition happens. So that's a little unfortunate. Maybe we can figure out how to determine that or how to clean it up in the actual transcript generation. But for now, I want to make a simple command, as it says here, to combine selected rows and runs by speaker. So the idea is that if I select the whole thing and then run this command, let's call it, I don't know, 30 for now. Then this is going to combine sentences, something like that. And so this is going to be combine selected. and this is selected rows. And so if we do selected rows here, okay. So we actually have to replace the rows. Oh, that's the major challenge here, is replacing the rows. We can do the combination, no problem. We can add another thing, but we want to actually remove the rows and put another row in its place. So let's brute force it for the moment. We're just going to go through and create a new row, and we're going to start with create a new row. And the relevant fields here, word start and score speaker. Well, okay. I'm actually going to go over every row. Row dot word for R and rows. That'll get us just the word, and start would be the first one. But we really want to be going over each row in order so we can detect the change. This is the current text is empty, and the current speaker is empty. And then we're going to say if the current speaker is not equal to row.speaker, then we change the speaker and clear the text. Of course, adding a row text equals clear, because we're actually going to say clear text plus equals R dot word. We're going to have trailing space, but this is in here. This is going to be word equals clear text for that, and then speaker equals current speaker. Score will ignore. Start will be the very first one. And let's see here. Curse start equals R dot start. There's going to be R dot text here. Word right. So I probably could duplicate the dictionary and store it all in a dictionary or an attrdict instead of making these separate variables. And in fact, maybe I should do that. Call it a new row, which is where I started from. So we have word equals empty, speaker equals empty, start equals 0, and equals 0. If new row dot speaker, then new row. Oh, I'm making a new row. Same as before. I may want to fix that up here. Okay. Oh, baby. Yeah, so I guess I didn't have to set them all separately, but okay. And then we're also going to extend the end out. And the main thing is here that, oh, and then, yeah, here's the thing. We actually have to add sheet.self.rows. Pending is not quite right. And actually, we're going to put in the base rows here as a thing. You know, I'm just going to get rid of that for a moment. Also, so we're just going to remove this. Let's add row. And this is not an else clause anymore. This is just setting it. Okay. And then the base rows, we're also going to add R. Now, this will add a row for, going down. Basically, whenever the speaker changes, I'll have a whole new row. But I want to remove the rows. When I add this row, the previous row, I want to remove all of the, oh, and then this happens at the end too. No. Oh yes, we wanted to, no, that's right. Okay, so I need to remove the rows when we, I'm just going to remove, yeah, we're going to do self dot, for now we're just going to remove the row. This maybe should be, well, it's selected rows, but I can't be sure of that, so I'll just put in this. Now, okay, if I do this, combine rows, and that was that on 3? Yeah. Okay, here we go. So now if I save this off and look at it, everything's legit. Except for that issue I mentioned before, but that seems, okay. Oop. Now, interestingly, some of these here are miscategorized. So it's not perfect just in general. So what I want to be able to do now, or what I want to do now, is be able to edit the transcript in VisiData, because this is not correct, but I need to be able to set it like I'm listening to it. I want to, alternate speaker, or fix the speaker, right? So I look at this actual transcript, and actually, honestly, maybe I should be able to send this thing into Vim. Well, that would be a lot. Yeah, we're going to, okay, so I need to allow, so that's correct. I need to make it so that change speaker, it's kind of like rotate or cycle through speakers, change current row speaker. Okay. I also want to be able to edit the text, but I think I can do that already. Is current vd edit sufficient? Might be sufficient. And so the idea is that I'd be listening to the recording and I'd be following along in this transcript. And as I see mistakes, I go ahead and edit them. And I should be able to play and pause whatever as I'm editing, but let's just ignore it for the moment. And then, yeah, I edit it, and it becomes part of the transcript. And that should just be a natural flow. So by the end of this, what I'm getting is not just the edit list, but ultimately an actual functional transcript that I can just copy and paste directly onto the website for that page. Otherwise, I'm going to wind up going back and having to do it again. And I'm already here. I'm already listening to the audio. So, okay, so let's try that, changing the speaker thing here. Oh, but interestingly, now I have to go back to. Okay, so I need to re-expand a single element here. Let's call that 4. Re-expand combine row. We've already got something like this in VisiData for other formats. Expand row. Excuse me. I have to sneeze. Sorry about that. I looked for the mute button, but I couldn't find it fast enough. Where are you? Oh, there it is. So, okay, anyway, next time. So expand row. Do I have actually expand row here? No, a different one. Okay, let's just do it. Cursor row. And we're going to take this combine rows, but instead of combining, it's going to be taking the base rows out and replacing the current row with it. Is that right? Yeah. So we're going to, and this is not quite right yet. Add row, this new, all the new rows actually. It's going to, it's not add row anymore. Now it's going to be, oh, actually, so row index. You know what? It's going to be the cursor row index instead of the row that we have to do here. So that's going to give us what we want already. And then we're going to basically say row index. Is that right? Slice equals self.rows row index dot base rows. That might work. Let's find out. So you do that, we combine everything, that's great. We'll expand this one out. Index instead, it might be. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it didn't replace it though. So, how do I replace it here? Row index 1. Is it 1? Oh, it's row index plus 1. Is that right? I'm just kind of hacking around in the dark here, but that seemed to work. Now we're going to make a little command that toggles the speaker, cycle speaker. Now I should have created, I think it's kind of like doing a frequency analysis I can do this right here in VisiData really easy, but I don't have it programmatically as easy. So that may be something I could add in VisiData anyway, but for the moment, we're just going to tally it as we load. And actually, we're going to make it the predict of speaker name to list of base rows. It's not really all that great, is it? I'll do it for now. Self.speakers, word.speaker, and this is going to be a default bit. Okay. And then that's fine. Now I have speakers. So now we're going to find the speakers number of the current speaker. Speaker equals. This is the speakers, that is speakers keys. Speakers index. Okay, let's see if that does it. That's 5 now. Okay, so now we're going to do that. 3, expand it out, and now we're going to alternate speaker. Boom! Not bad. Now, one thing I need to do, if I do this process again, so I select everything that I just had. Well, first of all, I feel like it'd be nice if it kept or made that selected. Let's just say I do it out, I do this all over again. Is that right? Gosh, it sure seems right. Okay, let's try saving it to that. Okay, there's an extra space on there, but that's otherwise legit. Okay, and I should be able to edit now. Yeah, this is tricky because I want to be able to edit the transcript. If I edit the word, the actual sentence in a combined one, then it won't edit the base words. But maybe that's okay. Maybe I just have to know, well, I could either, no, I can't split because I'm storing all the information about timing at the underlying thing. Now, this is what's interesting is that I need to be able to dive into base rows. Well, I'm sorry, I'm thinking too far ahead at this moment. So this is fine. I can cycle the speaker. I need a better set of buttons for all this stuff. I may have to think about what they actually are. But for the moment, though, I think this is actually functional to liner editing. actually go this window bigger here. So I want the key, actually, do I want the key to be a speaker? Maybe I do. And score, I think I can hide score here. And then keys equals 1, speaker up there. Kind of, that's legit. Well, okay, so I want to make it so you can combine things multiple times. And so here, it's appending this current row, but also it should be doing r.baseRows. It's extending it. The idea is that if there's no base rows, which editor by default won't have, it returns none for non-existent keys, then we can, yeah, so I think this change right now is sufficient to do what I'm thinking of right here, which is toggling this speaker and then rerunning this over that 5 or whatever. It is very interesting why it's alternating like that. Okay, well, let's find out if this works. So that combine. I want the word to be longer here. I think this is a there. Okay, good enough. So combine it. I miss that old behavior of VisiData where it would show all of the rows. I think I can turn that back on, but I'm not going to do it right at the moment. Okay, so let's expand this out with 4, change the speaker on that, change the speaker on that. Expand this out, change the speaker. And this is where I will, okay, you know what, we're literally getting to the point now where I want to do some editing. I'm not going to, like I'm actually tempted to, and so I'm playing around with how the interface feels, but I'm not going to actually do the editing because I have to wind up doing it, 18 times. So, and here in this exact case, I want to see if this OK is from speaker 0 or speaker 1. I want to change it so that speaker 0 is Mike and speaker 1 is me. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But I don't want to make these changes just the once. And so what I want to do now is kind of get the round tripping to work so that I should be able to save this file off and then as JSON and then reload it as this exact workflow so that I can be making progress editing the plugin and also doing the editing while I'm doing it. So yeah, I think that that's the next step here. I've got it basically working to re-extend that, do that. I'm not sure about the editing text, if that's good enough yet. Okay, and so here we are. I'm actually going to commit this because I made some progress. And what did I do on this here? This is the transcript downloads. Okay. Next. Oh, right. So I wanted to, in this exact, well, okay, two things now. One thing is I wanted to actually press play and hear it working, but before I do that, I want to make sure that I can save things off. And so now if I save the exact file, I'm going to copy this, both the MP3 and the thing here. Copy. Audio. That. And then I also want to copy the JSON over because this is a 5 minute thing. So we're going to actually, oh, I see. I think I actually ran this again. You actually do the is it all there? Well, I thought I ran it again and got a transcript, a full transcript. It seems to cut off here at 20 minutes. Curious if, oh. Well, that's interesting. Why did that all show up as speaker 0? I also should make an undo button. I'll put up here for me. Undo combining. Everything speaker 0. That's fascinating. Why was it better with a 5 minute than the... Huh. So there's two issues here. One is that it seems to conk out at basically exactly 20 minutes. And the other one is that the speaker is now incorrect for the first, I don't know however long it was. Most of it, first 18 minutes. So I may just wind up running this again. I'll do that offline here. For the second, we're going to be working on some playback stuff. Oh, it's more awkward. No, we're going to be working on the saving of the thing. Ah, gosh dang it. Okay, well, I'm going to copy the 5 minute one over here. At least use that for my test, and then I'll redo the full transcript after this session. Because what I wanted to do was actually test out that I was making the changes right. So let's try saving this off here. So if I do GS3, 5 minutes version. So that now works more or less like I expected. And if I save this as, call it be my transcript .json. Okay, let's find out. Right. Okay. So what's happening now is that I'm saving it off just as JSON, which is only saving off the visible columns as JSON, and so it's missing the base rows that I got here. I'll add that in here actually. This is VLAN. And so save transcript. Now, oh, I should make this the podcast loading sheet save. It's a little awkward, but it's not how this works. So now we're going to just write out really should be UTF-8 all the time, or even not UTF-8. This would be JSON L. It's actually not, is it? Oh, shoot. Right, it's actually not this. It's actually, look at the loader here. It's word segments is, oh, this is the rows. I mean, that might be kind of it. Let's find out. Okay, so I do this, and then I do the 3, save as that, yes, as JSON. Okay, so I save it as .transcript. How do I forcibly override it? Can I? I may not be able to. Let's at least verify that the sheet option. Oh, it's not. That's a text sheet. Is this the? Save file type for this sheet. Huh. I expected that to work. Let's try if I set save file type. See what that does. least it's set here the way I expect. Oh, that's the global value. So it both is not using it. That's the default file type. Let's actually do some grepping here for when, say, file type is used. Is it used? Set. It is set. Okay, so it's not working for this. It might be working for the text sheet either. No. Well, in any event, if I save it literally as a .transcript file, which is kind of what I'm asking for with the -f option anyway. I like to call it like some besides transcript, but I don't know, JSRT or something. It's not, that's kind of gross. For the moment though, let's just rename it. Let's call it .transcript. So we're going to save it as transcript. Now we're getting the real issues here. Code. Oh, it's going to do it for us. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, now if we look at transcript and load it, it'll show up right here. And if I want to expand it, hopefully it works. That was 4, 5. Oh, okay, now we're getting into it. So this was, yeah. This is if all right, I expanded it. That's presuming that base rows are aggregates. So now we're going to expand it, flip it, expand it back. I guess I'll save it. Okay. Well, actually, wait a second. I'm going to go expand this out, go to the bottom here, flip that speaker, expand this out again. Well, I don't know. That seems like it might be working. That's not going to be very useful, but I think it might be legit. And I can do, this is Saul and this is Mike. Okay. See the transcript and reload. And I don't know, we're kind of... Okay, so now we want to do... first of all, I want to make an expand row a G4, expand selected rows. So this is going to be for, how do I Let's see. For rows in selected rows, expand row. Rows up next row. Kind of gross, but might be it. And so I want to load this up again. And well, first of all, I should be able to flip this. Oh, I see. It's going to flip it on the over row, not on the under row. So that's a problem. But I kind of just have to know that everything I'm doing is. I'll keep thinking about that. This is all gross here. This bit. Right, and then the speakers haven't been adjusted. Okay, so I could be clever here, or at least nice to myself, and make it so that when I'm changing the speaker, I change it on all of the base rows also. It's not the worst idea. Another option is to make an actual row type that's not a plain dictionary, but basically concocts the dictionary on the fly from the base rows. And then I would make that object do the flipping of bits here of things. So if you set the speaker on that, it knows to go into the thing. Well, anyway, regardless, for the moment, I'm going to let it stick. It's nice that I've got it saving stuff off. So that, I think, is to a first degree functional. Here and these the top. I'm gonna ignore that one. This is fine. So should changing speakers should set speaker on all base rows. Let's get rid of that. We already have it saving round trippable JSON. That seems okay. Okay, so now what I would do is move to the playback movement section here. I'm going to go ahead and commit this as it is, just to make sure I'm keeping up to date here. This is going to be save round trippable transcript file. And what else did I do here? Speaker selecting, was that this one? No, it's getting selected. Okay, done. Okay, so the idea was, for this next little bit, is to make the playback work better. So I've got this other window here that's launched. It's already launched the MPV outside of VisiData, but I don't want to do it that way. I want to have VisiData launch MPV so I don't have to think about it. And so if it's not running, it will just launch it. I guess if it is running, Yeah, okay, let's just try it. So we're gonna do this thing first here. I don't know. Sure, why not? Oh, we'll see how hard it is. Basically, when we start playback, we're going to, or actually, here we go. If the file doesn't exist, so if not path, I'm going to put it in temp always for now. Oh, I got it out later. This is going to be VD and PV. It doesn't exist, then we're going to create it. We're going to launch the process. I have to figure out how to do it in the background. So right now, anyway, the thing is, it's just MPV. PC server equals temp MPP with the actual file name, the source audio. To that. Okay. Now this is the same thing as, well, okay. So let's see if I can't get this to work. So the source audio file is going to be the same name as the transcript. Put it in the transcript, JSON as a field. I can assume that it's the same file name. We could be actually passing in the opposite and pass in the audio. And if transcribing were trivial, I would just do it on the fly. But it's not trivial at all. So don't want to do that. Might be for the moment that actually storing the file, the source audio file in the thing, in the JSON transcript file itself is the best idea. And if not, then it's going to be the same as the source with, say, MP3 file extension. And just suffer for the moment. I'll fix it up later. That's how anything gets done, is by hard coding it first and then making it more general as you need more features. So we'll do self.source audio, and source audio is going to be a property which is going to file name. I don't think it's a string. It should be a path probably, but file name of audio. So this is going to be if. Here we go. No. Do I want to save off the raw file? I probably, I'll do it this way. You know, I'm going to do a get that. If it's not that, then it's going to be the other thing. Now I know how to do this in Bash. I don't know how to do it in Python easily. Actually, it might be pretty easy. It might be literally self.source with extension. Is that right? Suffix, there we go. So I don't need this after all. Source audio is there. I like to have order my things from more system specific, or I'm sorry, more general to more system specific. It's fine. Okay, now if I load this up, of course it won't be my script, so let's try vdaw. We're going to move my script to and the actual name of the thing, transcript. Okay. Now if I play it, I'm going to swap these. This should be to play first, pause second. I think, oh, now it's running it, of course. Okay, so now I need to run it in the background. So let's see here, running Python crap in the background. It's not system. I think it's going to be, it's not my background either. Subprocess. I'm trying not to use Claude or AI, and when coding anyway. It seems to get me out of the flow of thinking about how code should work. It puts me more into a flow of being distracted and waiting. It's just a worse coding mentality. For me anyway. And a lot of people like it. So I guess it's just subprocess run. So let's try that. And the args are going to be args might actually work with an actual, I don't know. I kind of think this might be sufficient. Oh, single string. Okay, I didn't do that. But so spawn. do need to kill the process at the end somehow. Should I use subprocess run? Oh boy. Well, maybe it'll work. Miracle. Oh, actually. Okay, so does that clean it up? That's interesting. Let me try. This is not. Oops. It's not running anymore. So it might be that it doesn't clean itself up. Okay, let's try this and see if this will work with clean here. It said it was a shell I need. Okay, so it's running it, but how will I run it so that I control it and I remove the socket after it's done, but it doesn't take over everything? Maybe that might be an option for PV actually. A lot of options in this dang thing. Gosh, video options. How do you turn it quiet on the display? Go screen, full screen, keep open, force window. Drag and drop on top. Is there like a socket only? output terminal. No. JSON IPC. OSD, no OSC, is that right? Terminal, okay. Really quiet. No terminal. Okay, it's just no terminal. That's all I want. Great. Okay, let's try that. Now, ran it. Well, let's see here. Subprocess. Oh, run waits for it to complete. Okay, we're gonna do capture output is false, true. Oh, because it exists. Okay. Well, for now, just unname it every time. Okay, so now it's hanging. So it has to be in the background. Okay. Right, how do I do this in the background? Might just be popen with in the child process, just before the child is executed. Okay, so Python subprocess background. Let's see how this goes. Oh, this is just popen. Okay. So, oh, okay, fine. Isn't there a whatever? So already I want that to be the case. Oh, because it may not be there. Okay, so we have to do this. For the moment, we will just do this. Okay. Why doesn't that like me? It's probably because MPV. If we run it, how do we run it? Why? Running? Okay, it won't be running because I'm. Okay, well, launching MPV is a bit more trying here. I don't want to do a communicate because that's going to wait. Poll? The thing is, it has to be running in the background. daemon equals true. There we go. That is what I want. Subprocess p open daemon equals true. I've used this before. Thought I had used this before. Wombat. Why is p open not taking daemon? Oh. What? So is this some generated API crap? Tony Becker? Python morsels. I know Trey Hunter. He's a nice fellow. Let's see what he has to say about this here. This process run. Maybe it's run daemon. Okay, we're going to try to run daemon. See what that does. Yeah, I like it. Huh. I could have sworn there was a... that was the case. And thinking about a library. Huh. See what Google has to say. Same things. Multiprocessing process. Open object. really didn't want to do. Okay, let's try. I thought that it was working though. Like this giving me an error. Yeah. Finally found error. Connect is not working. Okay, so what's on the popen object here? I should probably be capturing the poll. If I wait on this here, is this going to wait again? Yeah, indefinitely. So it is running. And then if I
let's try it. Are we recording?
Huh.
We are. Okay. So, hello.
Okay, so it is actually running, I think. It's just not able to do it in the background. Okay, well, I am going to pause it for now, this thing, and do a little bit of research, see if I can't get it working, and then I will be back on the stream once I figure out what the problem is. So thanks a lot, Wombat, and I will see you in a little bit. Cheers.